Hey, it's Mico and Mickey again. Today I'll be showing you how to crochet a coffee cup holder like this. It's a super easy and quick project that even beginners can complete. And the best part, no sewing required. Don't worry if you are a total beginner. I'll guide you through each step clearly. And if you're already familiar with the basics, feel free to skip ahead. So let's just dive right in and get started. Alright, let's start by making a magic ring. We're gonna take the end of the yarn between your left thumb and pointer finger. Just pinch it between those two fingers, and then wrap the yarn around your pointer and middle fingers. Next, take the yarn and pull it up from under your fingers and bring it back to your pointer finger. And then take it from above your finger and wrap it back to your middle finger to form a little X shape. Okay, now use your middle and ring fingers to pinch the yarn, and then grab your hook. Pass your hook through the top right loop of the X, and then pull the top left loop through like this. Once you pull that loop through, give it a twist so that loop sits above the hook. Now use the hook again to pull the top left loop up and through the loop on the hook. After that, let go the yarn on your left hand. Your magic ring is all set up and ready for crocheting. Okay, next up, we're gonna crochet some petals into this magic ring. Let's chain 8 to form the first petal. Yarn over the hook and draw the yarn through the loop on your hook. This creates one chain. Now repeat it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. After 8 chains, we're gonna make a single crochet into the magic ring. Insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, and put through the 2 loops on your hook. You made a single crochet. So we've completed the first petal. Next up, we're gonna do some more petals. The number of petals depends on the thickness of your yarn. For my yarn, that's good for a 6mm hook. About 6 petals is best. If you've got a thinner yarn, I'd say 8 or 10 petals would work well. Later, we can pull out our card and check if the size match up okay. So now let's move on to the second one. We're gonna chain 8 like before. And then make a single crochet into the magic ring. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again, pull through the 2 loops on your hook. Okay, from here, just repeat the same steps and you are on the second to last petal. So chain 8, single crochet in the magic ring. Keep doing that until there's only 1 more petal left to do. Alright, now I've got 5 petals down so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've just finished the last single crochet. For the last petal, we're gonna do something a little different. First, let's chain 4. And then we're gonna make a double triple crochet to finish off the last petal. First, we're gonna yarn over the hook 3 times. So there will be 4 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then insert your hook into the magic ring. Yarn over and pull up a loop. You will have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over again and put through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again, put through 2. Yarn over, put through 2. And yarn over, put through 2. That's a double triple crochet. Awesome, we finished up the first round of 6 petals. And now your hook is sitting nicely at the top of the last petal. Now it's a good time to tighten the tail of the magic ring, so it will close up nicely in the center. Since we're doing something different for the last petal, it's a good idea to use a stitch marker, so we won't get mixed up about where the last petal is as we work our way around. No worries if no stitch marker. You can count petals or look for the double triple crochet to find the last petal. Alright, we're outside to start round 2. First, let's chain 8 like before. For this round, we're going to make a single crochet into the next petal. Insert your hook into the next petal, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on your hook. With that, we've finished the first petal of round 2. Now just chain it again and make a single crochet in the next petal, repeating the pattern until you get to the petal marked by your stitch marker. Here I've got 5 petals of round 2. The next one up will be the one marked with the stitch marker. For this petal, let's chain 4 again just like we did in the first round. And then we're gonna make a double triple crochet into the next petal. Yarn over the hook 3 times. You'll have 4 loops on your hook. And then insert your hook into the petal you marked, which is the last petal of first round. Yarn over, pull up a loop. You'll have 5 loops on your hook. Yarn over again, pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. We finished all 6 petals of round 2, and your hook is sitting nicely at the top of the last petal just like before. Remove the stitch marker and move it to the petal you just finished. Great work so far. Based on the first 2 rounds, I guess you now have the hang of how this pattern works. From here, just keep repeating those same steps to continue making more rounds of your work. As you work, you can take out your carp to see if the size is already enough. Now I've completed the 3rd round and found that the bottom fits, so I will just keep crocheting. And if you find that your carp is too big to fit in it, you may go back to the first loop and add a few more petals. Now I've finished crocheting the final petal of the 6th round. I feel like it's already big enough, so let's start crocheting the last round. For the last round, we don't need to chain 8 anymore. Instead, we'll chain 5 for each petal and then make a single crochet in the next petal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert your hook into the next petal, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Continue repeating this pattern until the last petal. The last marked petal doesn't require any special treatment either. Simply chain 5 and then make a single crochet. Alright, we're done with the main part. Take out your carp and put it inside to see if the size is appropriate. If it fits well, let's proceed to crochet the handle part. The handle part is quite simple. You just need to chain according to the length you want for the handle. Personally, I prefer a length of 40 chains for the handle, so I will chain 40. Now that I've finished crocheting the 40 chains, I feel like the length is just right. So I'm going to finish. By pulling your work tightly, find the symmetric position on the other side while attaching the handle. Find a small hole in the middle here and insert your hook into it. We're gonna make a slip stitch here. Just yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through the loop on your hook. With that, we have completed all the crocheting parts. Take out your scissors and leave a tail about 10 centimeters. And then just pull the loop of the yarn directly off the hook. Now let's finish off the yarn tail. Since I'm using cartoon yarn which has good elasticity, I'll use the crochet hook to weave in the loose end. If using a hook isn't convenient for your type of yarn, you can also use a needle to weave in the end. First, find a random piece of yarn next to the tail and make a slip knot. And then tighten the knot a bit. By doing this, the yarn will stay securely in place and won't loosen. Then, just like this, weave the yarn tail back and forth along the petal. Here, I feel like it's a suitable place to finish off the yarn tail. Give the petal a gentle tug to ensure it's neither too tight nor too loose. Now you can use some glue to secure the yarn tail on the inside, or you can do as I did, make a slip knot, then cut the yarn directly. Let's also heighten the yarn tail at the bottom. Just like before, make a slip knot and thread the yarn to a less visible spot. Make another knot and then cut the yarn. Ta-da! Your coffee cup holder is now complete. Try putting the cup inside and see how it fits. It fits perfectly. And if you have some cute charms or keychains, you can also hang them on it. This is a letter charm I made myself. Do you like it? If many of you like it, I will do a video tutorial later. And this one was crocheted using a mixed color yarn. And this color was my favorite one. I also made a cookie charm. Should I do a tutorial for it as well?